Hello, brothers and sisters of land. Welcome to my page. My page is my common sense. I try to keep it down to 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, there's something very important I say. But everything I say is fucking important. Now, of course, if you have any comments, suggestions, insults, roast fests, or questions, you put it down below. It will be monitored and it's screened. Okay, I'm a professional. I am not a reject from most women. Okay, but of course, I just want you to understand. You have to look up my past, and I just want you to understand that I'm a schizoaffecta. So I actually hear voices, and I'm not mentally ill. I don't consider myself, what the white man does. But of course, I'm okay. Okay, and I can only harm those who are evil or have evil intent. I'm kind of like a psychic as well, and also a healer, and many other things with degrees and professionalisms. Of course, and also intellectualisms and institutionalisms. Institutionalisms. That's a fucking word I made up, right, motherfucker? Right? Now, okay, this video is going to be about where to find women who desire the smart ones, the smart 60% guys out there who are, you know, because somebody asked me to make it, so I'm gonna make it. Okay, where to find these women are at, because in America, I didn't get that many rejections because of my charm, okay, personality. Okay, even though I had MO and my teeth was fucked up, even when my teeth was fucked up, before my teeth was fixed, my teeth used to be fucked up. It used to be fucked up. Okay, but this video is going to be about where to find those queens. Okay, a dime a dozen. Okay. And also, this video is going to be called The Chase, because I've already made The Chase before, okay? And I also made the video where to find these chicks at, okay? But in America, if you want to find decent chicks, at least halfway, at least about 20% good and 80% garbage. Or you can say, I made a video called 70% of the Whores of Babylon, and also the 40% of beta alpha males. I made that video, so you should check it out. Okay, it's in the list somewhere in the playlist. But you have to understand that 70%, and then it's going towards the 40%. Okay, you ever heard of the 80-20 theory? Okay, you know the thing, the catch-22 type shit. And most guys are interested only 80% of the time. They're interested in sex. Okay, which is bad. Okay, and 20% is basically looking for the personality. Okay, which basically, you can flip it any kind of way. It could be in multiple fashions, in multiple ways. But most of them are 80% garbage and 20% kind of good. But really, is really that high. Yeah, it's pretty high. It's pretty high. So let me get on with the subject here. As I was skimming through the videos of YouTube, okay, I see a lot of guys who are monotone. Okay, this is not a good thing. I made this video before about being a boring individual, especially I'm a MGTOW fan, and yes, indeed. But I haven't been getting a lot of rejection. I got a lot of rejections. Yeah, I get a lot of rejections, but not now because I'm married and I'm kind of trapped. Okay, so I'm kind of like in the fucking limbo and shit. I can't do grenade macking like Tyreek Nasheed and shit no more because I gotta watch my daughter and shit. I'm the king. I'm the real McCoy. I've slept with two women. I've seen two pussies on the side by side, and I smacked both of them. Yes, I have. Okay. But in order to do this type of stuff, you have to have a personality, and you got to kind of be crazy a little bit. Okay, y'all MGTOW guys. Okay, you can't be a monotone individual. I wear glasses as well. Okay, and of course, should I wear them now? It's up to you if you want me to wear them. When I walk up with women, I usually wear my glasses so I can see the detail of their breasts, the fullness of their breast, and their ass. And if they don't give me a hard time with their belly button, then we got a problem. Okay, but as I said before in the videos in the past, to make it clear and simple, I'm trying to keep it under 10 minutes. Most of the women that most guys are looking for who has a monotone voice, their women are overseas, okay? Because those women are basically more innocent. They don't have the brainwashed, westernized, attitudes of the Western world. But while you're in America, y'all guys, okay, you have to take advantage of women in one or two ways. Through charm and also through a dildo. You can't be fucking using your raw ass penis and sticking it up in their pussy. You can't be thinking about a condom which can affect you and then her at the same time. You gotta think like that. That's what I thought of. That's the way you're supposed to think. You're supposed to keep on masturbating until the right time. That's what I did. Like I said, I lost my virginity when I was like 36 years old. Okay? But I always carried the bag full of dildo. Strap on dildo, black dildo, what these chicks love. Okay, and they love a personality. I just hung around them, like not like a simp boy. It's just they took me out to dinner. I wasn't hanging around for nothing. It wasn't free. I'm not gonna hang around. I was learning something about them. Okay, so I took a unique approach upon messing with, women because of my OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder. So y'all guys should be like that too, because germs is very important, to think about. Because I was a very clean kid when I was a young buck. Okay, and now. This happened between the ages of 17 to the age of 43, which I am now. But I learned something in America. If you don't have a personality, most women will automatically not give you a time of day. If you're not aggressive to a certain point, you don't demand something, okay, you're going to lose out. Most of your guys, 60% of the guys who usually are not trained properly by their father figures is going to have this problem, okay? That's why MGTOW is on the rise, and then they feel rejected because they haven't made the proper moves. So you kind of have to blame yourself a little bit, your guys, a little bit, okay? But the problem is, it's mostly still a woman's fault. Because the women already know that you're innocent. The women already know you have potential. But they have been brainwashed because they have been brainwashed by their single mothers, predominantly single mothers, who are looking for materialistic gain and also beauty. They're not looking for your personality. They're not looking for that. I've talked to mothers and daughters at the same time. Okay? Yes, I have. Okay? Yes, I have. And of course, I figured that if you can bypass the sexual chemistry thing, you can get into their mind and into their panties by the pituitary gland. Okay, y'all guys? Okay, so the worst ones to find is in the West. The better ones is overseas. So I got my passport like when I was like fucking 30 years old, because I was on probation and shit, because I got in trouble. I told you. I talk to, the female has to be super fine. She got to be my caliber type of female. I talk to the ones that's high dime type chicks, okay? Fucking 12-piece chicken nuggets and shit. I don't be doing fucking with no 8s and no 7s and shit. Once I see a 7 and she already got kids, I play hardcore on that bitch. But at the same time, I'm funny, so she want to hang around for a little bit. You see what I'm saying? I never really hang around too much. I never be trying to live with a chick. I take her to a hotel, okay? See, shit, you want to go to a hotel, you go to a hotel. I have white friends, okay? Which definitely is harder for white guys, Caucasoid guys, okay? The white knight syndrome type shit, okay? And I keep trying to tell them, it's your appearance and what you're talking about. What are you talking about, man? What do you want? Okay, if you want to be sexual, I'm a sexual person. I say, damn, you got a nice ass. I usually tell a female straight up right there. And I say, you got nice titties. Okay, what's going on? Okay, can I do this? Hey, smile. You nasty motherfucker. They always say, you little nasty shit. I said, yeah, I'm nasty. That's what life is about. It's about making babies. Okay, I got a penis. I got a little hole in my little penis. See, you got to be a comedian. You got to do all those fucking things. It takes a little bit of work, yeah. But the worst ones are in the West. The ones you're looking for overseas is those innocent ones, but you need a little work on that. You got to do a little research. You got to have enough knowledge, okay, and pizzazz about yourself. So girls are not going to really look at you, especially even if you're taller than them, even if you're a few inches taller than them, they're very shallow. You should know this, especially in the West. But if you got a personality, they'll give you a chance. They will give you a chance by 50% at least. Okay, I've received a lot of rejections. I know this. And I'm going to go over 10 minutes about this because I don't think your guys are understanding this. And most of y'all women are pretty stuck on yourself. So you won't hear anything I say because I talk too fucking quick for your ass. Okay, most women don't read comic books or play basketball. I usually play on the basketball court and I see guys out there single and stuff, never had a fucking girlfriend in their life. And they underestimate me because I wear glasses. But when they talk to me, they get real attached. They be like talking to me and want to know more, and I can't attach myself to nobody, okay? Because I'm eccentric, okay? So once you understand how to boost your personality up and a little bit of your appearance, then you're more likely to be 50. You're at 50%, okay? And you don't have to aggress them. And I told you about this chase shit, okay? The chase shit is basically you get a girl's number, and you ain't supposed to do that. Because when I learned when I was a kid, when I was 17 years old, you give a girl a number, she never call you anyway. Okay, so, you ask her for her number, you ain't supposed to call her. I stopped that shit a long time ago. I was 19, 20 years old, and I realized there's a problem with stupid women. And the ones who are interested will basically be your call. So the best move, as I said before in my past videos, is basically give her your number and tell her when to call. There's no ifs or ands or buts about it. If she don't call you at that date and at that time, she really wasn't interested. Okay, there's no distractions. Give her 2 sources. Okay. And most of the time, when the female will basically know you're the real McCoy, she'll give you a call. Okay, if she's weak-minded and childish and she's a party goer, she smokes and her panties stinks and shit like that, she got stains in her drawers, and you already told her you was packing, and you already told her you had a mouthpiece, you already told her you got the money, and you even told her you got a car, you have to manipulate some factors sometimes, babies. They got to manipulate the factors sometimes. Give her your number and just let it be, okay? Tell her to call you tomorrow. Okay, you got that? You give her that number, you give her your number, and you tell her, you make cards out. You make them cards look professional and shit. You give her a card, say, hey, and she'll be looking at your card like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? She said, you're a professional? I said, hey, I could be a porn star, baby. You got to give me a chance. You got to call that number. And I'm going to tell you to call tomorrow. All right, you got to be a king like that, and you got to look on to the next female, because most females play games. They're going to put you in a rut, man. I'm telling you, they want to open their legs, and you don't want them to open their stinky ass legs. You got to think like that, motherfucker. Come on, man. You got to start thinking like that. I used to be, when I was 17, 19, so I used to run to the phone to a lot of chicks. Okay, it's called the chase. And then I was like, and then the girl would not be conversational enough. You can't have conversations on the phone with girls these days. You can't do that, especially in America. They're not interested in that shit. Don't have a conversation with her. You have a conversation with that bitch, you got to test her ass. If she asks you what's on your mind, you talk about one thing, comic books. Okay, and then you try to change it to one other thing. You give her one more chance. If she's not into comic books, she's not into basketball. What the fuck is she useful for? The fuck is she useful for? She's garbage. You get someone else to talk to. I have a few of my female friends will blow most women out the water because they have good conversation skills. They just talk. They don't talk about one subject. Oh, I was in the hood and I saw some gossip, some news, and blah, 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 blah. They talk about things that they experienced in their life, and they got some education with their asses. So I talk to a higher quality type of females, right? Right, y'all kittens? Look at my cats, you know. Right? What about you? Right? Right? Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Oh, well, you know, I digress here. Please, guys. You gotta get a personality. That's your 50% mark right there. And then all of a sudden, you gotta have a little money so you can take them to the hotel. You know, you never bring a whore of Babylon to your house, okay? So the moral of the story of the whole video, so we already talked about 12 minutes. I'm glad you're listening to me and you gotta understand I'm a radio talk show host. If you want me to be, you subscribe. And I will give more advice, more specific details, and everything I did to obtain my wealth and with my knowledge, okay? And of course, 1,000 subscribers, okay, please. And please don't be a simp, okay? It's better to masturbate than to stick your natural penis, your pure penis, in a used pussy. All right? And so the moral of the gist of what I'm saying in this video is basically all of the good, really good girls, the most innocent girls, you go overseas. It doesn't matter which country. Because she's going to be expecting you to take her back. And I advise you not to take her back here if you're not crazy enough to have a plan, you know, to cover you on your own ass like I do. Because I have all sorts of fucking plans. I'm planning to go to fucking jail, okay? Instead of wait for my wife to try to fuck up, give me a call. I got shit backed up, okay? I got some shit ready for her ass. You know, I got shit that will blow her mind if she tries to take me to court. No child support. And I'm going to give you a little extra advice here. You know, child support is only active because you signed that piece of paper about you because you couldn't read. You couldn't read, motherfucker. You just signed your life away and shit. You don't need to sign that piece of paper. They don't need to force your hand. If they don't got a signature, they don't get to take no child support, right? You get a public defender. You can defend yourself. If you get a little education, you got to get a little education, you guys. Most of you guys don't have education. All right? Okay, so please understand that, you know, you need an education on improvement of your personality. You need a lot of knowledge on many different fields. I told you, be a Renaissance man. Look up my past video. All right? When I went overseas, I got videos in which I recorded chicks that had a chance to bang, which I didn't bang them because they were bar ladies. Okay, look at my Martha's Knowledge, the first one. Look at Ethiopian Girl 1, Ethiopian Girl 2. All those girls I talked to, and they were smiling and shit. You know, some of them females got some saggy ass titties. They eat some raw ass meat over there too. And my wife is sitting there like, that's right. She's sleeping over here. She hear me. Why would I be afraid of that shit when I'm the real McCoy? I don't do that shit. I don't play games with women. If I want something and you don't give it to me, you don't get shit. Okay? It's all about money. Okay? Everything is about money. Females are mainly about money. They don't give a fuck about you. The only thing they give a fuck about is how well you make them laugh and how well I got women wet just by talking to them. Right? Okay? Do you understand that, you know, women's minds is more important than anything to manipulate? not to copulate. Okay, don't try to copulate with these bitches. Manipulate them. Okay, when they talking shit and you got the shit and you together and they trying to get your seed, take that seed from her. Take that baby out of her womb. That baby don't belong to her. Prove to the courts that you are the shit. Okay, you don't have to sign no papers. All right. So peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. I hope you understand. All of the really goody tissue girls, you go to Russia. You want a fluent speaking woman. I know you may not like white women that much, but you want to make sure they stay in their country. When you go leaving over country, you go overseas, right? And you don't want to do the chase. You look at my past video about chasing. Okay, dating 101. Okay, I already told you the red flags and shit. The red flags is very simple. Most women they are not qualified to be in your home. They are not, okay? I know a friend of mine right now, a white cracker of mine, friend of mine, and he's going through some problem with some fat chick. He's locked up in the house and shit. He's trying to watch his son and shit. What can I do? I told her certain things to do, and I'm trying to tell you the same shit, right? So you gotta be more crazy than that bitch. You can't be like letting her dominate you over money, just money. Are you out of your mind? You better get the fuck out of there. I'd rather have a bitch kick me out, okay? Call the fucking piece after I smacked you aside your head. Okay? So, MGTOW, please understand that where to find these chicks, they're in America. They're scattered and about. There's a dime a dozen, okay? Needle in a haystack. They're out there. I've ran across a few of them. I got a lot of rejections. But then sometimes I feel I haven't been rejected a lot because they gave me a chance, But other than that, to get a chance is basically to open the legs. So I've seen a lot of pussies, especially side by side. I've seen them, okay? They'll if you can talk. You got to talk. You can get two women side by side, and you can look at their pussies and examine them. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, guys. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. Subscribe. And, of course, everything will be fine, you guys. Your MGTOW guys. Now, I already explained to you how to search for the most beautiful women in the world by going overseas. And the most raunchiest ones is in the West, which is the United States. Of course, the nastiest. Okay, but, of course, when you have innocence, then you lose a little bit of that raunchiness. So sex may not be as exciting when you go overseas as when you stay here in this country. Keep that in mind, okay? All right? So understand psychology, too, now. Become a Renaissance man. And don't do chasing. Just give out your number, understand what the red flags are, make her smile at least once, and tell her to call your ass. And you take her out to coffee. Don't take that bitch to Red Lobster. Don't even take her to McDonald's. If you want to get a recommendation, you can take her to McDonald's. You can take her to McDonald's. I left some bitches standing cold. They talk a certain way. I'll leave you standing butt naked. I'll kick you out of the street. I'll kick your ass out the street. That's how you're supposed to be with women. You're not supposed to be sipping, like crying and shit, It's better to lie, okay? I could be lying and say I lost my virginity at 36. Something that doesn't really matter, okay? Women will look up to me, actually. The smart ones, all smart people look up to me. Oh, I lost my virginity at 36 and I only use dildos. What kind of shit is that? Okay? Right? Sometimes some manipulation come into play, but maybe I'm not manipulating you. Who gives a fuck? Okay? Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. You have a nice fucking day.